Today we're going to be reviewing the newest DumFume 314 amp hour battery, 314 amp hour 12 volt lithium iron phosphate battery. Now I have reviewed this very same battery on the channel a while back, but this is supposed to be the latest and greatest version of the battery, and I'm curious to see if they've made any changes or not. So the specs on this battery, it has a 200 amp BMS. The BMS, however, still does not have Bluetooth. So I don't know if they're going to add that anytime soon. Would be nice because I feel like a lot of batteries now are coming with it standard. Battery weighs about 57 pounds and you can buy it, depending on where you buy it, right now on Amazon for about $380. Sometimes you can find them cheaper, sometimes they go for more. So you really have to shop around to try to get the best price. So today we're gonna fully charge this thing, do a capacity test, then we're gonna do some high current discharging tests to see if the BMS's high current protection works. Then we're gonna disassemble the battery and kind of look at what the build quality looks like. And if we compare the size of this battery to a standard size 100 amp hour 12 volt lithium iron phosphate battery, like this Lifetime unit, you can see it's not much bigger, but you get 3 times the capacity. So that's really why personally, if I ever needed a 12 volt battery for a 12 volt system, I would just try to spend a little extra money and get a 300 amp hour version. Mainly because the packaging is gonna be way better. I mean, if you had to wire 3 of these together, you'd have to put them all in parallel. You would need a bunch of extra cabling. Versus this, you make one connection to your inverter and your charge controller and you're pretty much ready to go. Now, I already did review their 600 amp hour version of the battery, and this battery did very good, and I had a lot of positive feedback. Now, along with the battery itself, you do get a user manual. I'd always recommend reading through this, and then you get your M8 terminal bolts. All right, guys, we're running the capacity test on this DumFume 314 amp hour 12 volt battery. We have a close to a 0.2 C load on the battery using the SunGold Power pure side wave inverter connected to a battery charger. The final capacity is gonna be displayed right here. I'm gonna let this run until everything shuts down and we'll see what we get. We just finished up the capacity test on our DumFume battery, and we ended up with 327.4 amp hours. And so far, all the DumFume batteries that I've tested have always pulled well above their capacity. This one actually did really good. Next, we're gonna put a 200 amp load on the battery, and actually we're gonna go higher than 200 amps just to see if the high current protection is gonna kick in or not. So far, we're at 160 amps. Now we're over 200 amps. Looks like we're settling around 245 amps. That's almost 3,000 watts of output. It's been running now for a few minutes at 250 amps, and it doesn't look like it's gonna shut off. Even though this is rated for only 200 amps, it is able to support over that. Now it should shut off for safety, but it doesn't look like it's going to, which is pretty common when it comes to budget batteries. A lot of them don't shut off. Here's a good first look of the inside of the battery. Got some foam right here. Balance wires from the BMS are right here. The BMS looks like it's actually tucked on the side right here instead of being at the top like a lot of other batteries do. They did put a lot of foam up here, including this big piece. That way you can't compress the cover and crush the cells. The cells also have insulation paper between all of them. Nice large bus bars to help connect everything. They have nice spot welds on them. Nice thick, which feels like a 4-gauge cable for the main positive. And then it looks like we have 3 6-gauge cables for the main negative from the BMS and also to the main negative of the battery. Now, checking the QR code on the cells, these are Cornex brand cells, rated at 314 amp hours. They were made in September of 2025. They're not crazy old. I have seen Cornex cells in other batteries. Let me know what you guys think about the brand. There is no foam at the bottom of the battery. It sits directly on the bottom of the case. So you don't want to be slamming this thing down because you can dent the cells. I would like to see a little bit of foam, even if it's that sticky foam that helps secure this into the case. Cell compression is done with these plastic, what I call shipping strap style compression strap. These are very tight, so those really seem to work just fine. And then at the end, there are steel plates on either end, and that's gonna keep the battery's edges from being crushed by the straps. And it's also gonna help put even pressure on the whole battery. So that's a good compression mechanism. Seen that a lot and it works just fine. Good look at the BMS. It's all bolted together. All the terminals are bolt style, so that's good to see. No soldering, and they even put a little bit of goo on there after they torque them all. No Bluetooth. It's just a standard simple style, I guess you could say, BMS. Looks like we have a model number right there, and then we also have a temperature sensor right here on the metal plate. I went ahead and submerged the temperature sensor in ice cold water that I took out of the freezer, connected our battery charger, and we got a green light, which means the low temp cutoff does appear to work. And if we pull this out of the ice water and warm it back up, there we go, it just started charging again. And that's gonna wrap up testing this DumFume 314 amp hour battery. For a budget battery, these have always tested pretty good, at least all the ones I've tried on the channel. And I actually have previously tested this exact same battery, but it was last year. So this is gonna be their newest version. So what you see is pretty much what you're gonna get. Build quality still looked acceptable. I just wish they put some foam on the bottom. I'd like to see a little bit more protection. And I would also like to see them add Bluetooth, mainly because Bluetooth seems to be pretty common, even on the really cheap budget batteries. But the battery did work as designed. Low temp cutoff work, no high current protection, which also seems to be very common on budget batteries. So I'd always recommend adding your own fuse to protect your system anyways. You don't really want to have to rely on that to protect your entire system. That's going to be it, guys. Let me know what y'all think about this DumFume battery. Let me know the type of luck you guys are having with your DumFume batteries. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be in the comments answering as many as possible, and I'll see you on the next one.